What's up, guys? It's desRow Cup. Casting with desRow today. I don't know, that's pretty bad. Either way, we find ourselves in game 2 in the best of 3 semifinals. Spawning here down in the moment. We'll see if he can tie up the series or if he goes down in a blaze of glory. It's the red Zerg player, JonSnow.
Oh yeah! And the left side of Inferno Pools from Root Gaming, after getting smashed in the 2v2 tournament with cats, we have MaSa.
He didn't play the 2v2 tournament with cats, did he? I thought it was Hydra, no? Or did Hydra fill in? Or did MaSa fill in?
Yeah, because Hydra was playing in the Gfinity, I guess.
Oh, okay. I thought Cats was still doing the 2v2 with Hydra.
It all makes sense now.
It's all coming together, man. Oh, no way. So my cat's at my window. I'm gonna try ignoring her for this game, but after this is done, I'll have to go fetch her.
Fetch her?
Yeah, she's doing that thing, meowing at me like, I see you out there! I told you not to go outside, you stupid! Anyway, she wants in. So, if this game goes long, I'll probably have to duck out for a minute to grab her. So, you know, after this series, I'll have to BRB.
I have bad news, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Killisur joined Root.
What's that bad news?
Because I had much higher hopes.
Man, everyone gets down on Root, and I'm going to stop you in your tracks there, because I think despite whatever... I know there's been some internal drama, and I know not everybody gets along with the way Root works, but Root's been pretty successful with a lot of their players. I mean, everyone discounted Supernova. They're like, oh, he's just basically going to fall off the scene. He's joined Root Gaming. No, he's still competing in GSL. Hydra's being a badass. Some of my favorite Terran players, MaSa and Illusion, came from Root. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, no, but let's be real. Like, there's like people that join Root, they've made like round of like 32 or 16 for WCS. And then you have people like Gosu User that joined Millennium and made top 4 DreamHack. So like, I was rooting for like Millennium House, EU Ladder, Killisur, living the dream.
I don't know.
But then again, and the Root House gives them Korean Ladder, so the sky's the limit, but...
Well, you know, also, and this is going to sound so silly, Millennium is already chock full of Terran. Like, as cool as it would have been to see another, like, you got Dystar, Daishu, Marine 4GG. Like, do they have room for another Terran? Can you even do that?
Yeah, that's very true. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's only so many players you can have on a team, you know? I guess I could have said My Insanity instead of, like, Millennium, but they're the same for them. Like, they're full of...
Isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Kelzer, like, also from the same country Cats is from, too? Are they both from, like, Brazil or something? No,
Killisur is Brazilian and Cats is Peruvian.
Oh, Peruvian, that's right. Sorry, my bad. Well, I don't know. Either way, like, Kelzer, I don't think... Like, you don't go to Root and suddenly stop practicing with a lot of the people you practice with. And I think Root's not a bad place for him, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
It's better than EG.
Like, the fact that
can we agree on that?
Yeah, no, of course. But the fact that I'm saying like that I'm disappointed, I mean, it just brings more discussion forward. We could just say like, oh, nice, he joined Root. Moving on, you know. But I'm like, oh, you know, I would have hoped for like EU Ladder, like a better, or I would have hoped for more, but like there's not really more. Like Root's pretty good. But yeah, that's just a little discussion.
I'm just thinking off the top of my head too. Well, I mean, I guess Root, we should probably not dwell on this too long. We have a game from us, but just a quick last point. I mean, it's what NA teams are there right now? I mean, like it's weird that it's going to NA first off, but I mean, there's Root, there's Complexity, there's Evil Geniuses. Of those 3, I can only think of one that actually does anything. So it's
Flipside Tactics opens a house, the dream.
If they did, that'd be pretty cool. I know Ascension's opening up a team house of sorts or some sort of ghetto. Come live with that. No, I don't actually know the exact details.
Like
sorry, I'm not trying to talk
like
too.
Live in the woods together, man.
They have tents, but one tent has the electricity for the computers. No. So I mean, like, it's kind of cool that if he was gonna go to NA, and maybe that is his point to practice in Korea, or maybe it's not. Maybe he's whatever. I like it because I don't think he doesn't get to compete in WCS Europe, right? He still has to do WCS America because of where he's from.
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's easier for the qualifiers too, and so on. But and then yeah, he practices with the same people while being in EU, which is. But he's like he beats Nanu often, and he's like top 50 GM on EU, which is no small feat. So that's why I was like hoping for him to get that EU connection. Anyway, going back to StarCraft.
Yeah, it's been a slow opener, I guess. Sorry, it's been a lot of bullshit talk because we didn't have
But then
anyone
again,
rush
there's
anything
like
out.
nothing happening, right? So
Well, yeah, there kind of is. JonSnow's going for 2 base mutas again. On a map like Inferno Pools, this isn't a crazy idea. Especially after what he saw last game. He didn't want to get caught off guard by Hellbats or anything so crazy. So the Banley Nest comes out too. Not going to get away with that quick third, but I mean, let's be honest. If anyone's watched TVZ, you know how comfortable the Zerg player feels in cross spawns versus Terran. Especially if it's a Terran player who doesn't classically play mechs. So it's not exactly the safest opening for JonSnow, but it's not one where he's really risky much. And as long as he gets to that late game, I still think he plays a pretty good game. So, yeah, MaSa's up 1-0, but these spawn locations plus this map definitely, they help JonSnow a little bit.
Nice schedule, by the way. Sorry, I got caught up.
What?
I like your schedule.
That thing's been blank for like 2 months, and it says, I'll update this later, so I finally decided to put some effort into it. So thank you.
Oh, well, see, it pays off.
I tried to put the other events on it too, so people would know what else was going on. If they're like, why aren't they casting this day? Oh, it's because GSL's on. Sorry. Nice catch on the Hellions. Yeah. But that Banshee, ooh, he's got no response to this just yet. There's 2 Queens coming with an Overseer, so maybe this will clean it up. But the Hellbats, you know, if the Banshees are busy shooting that Banshee, the Hellbats are going to kill the Banshees, or the Queens rather.
But ever thought about making like a little flyer of like all the events this week with base trade and the times?
Oh wait, you're serious? No, no.
Why?
Too much work, man. This Banshee's actually going to clean house. Queen's going to go down. No more anti-air, and she can just sit on this hatchery for a while. Killing the Zerglings is kind
until
of
the
nice,
12
but...
mutas pop out.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. Even if you sacrifice this Banshee to get this at half health, then that drop later actually kills it instead of just harasses drones, right? I mean he's got to know mutas are on the way. Here they are, surprised, but that hatchery's gonna be so low. So he splits off. He's still gonna lose them both, most likely, but it also buys him a couple extra seconds to get Thors. And wow, you know what? I said MaSa, not classically known for playing mech, but he does play mech from time to time, and here it is, game Infernal Pools.
Man, that Banshee's being hunted down like a dog. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't even see that he did a turn. Yeah, nice. He got away.
Juked him out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Do you think MaSa's gonna live up to like the mech hype?
desRow, I am a dirty, disgusting mech player. I love.
Who's the best mech player?
Dirty,
Goody?
disgusting mech players.
Goody or Lil Cannon?
There's. Okay, are you asking like who's the best mech player period, or of those two? Because of those two, it's Goody. But overall, Gumiho, without question.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
But going back on the point for mech for a second, okay, Thor's route, this is cool. I really wish he had gone for slightly faster Vikings in this instance. Not a lot, but a couple, because... Oh, they actually did. I didn't even see them. Nicely done.
That was a really beautiful clump of mutas.
It was, but that's the problem with this. You can't just build 2 Thors and be like, I'm set. I've seen 10 mutas kill 2 Thors. I've seen 8 mutas kill 3 Thors. If you spread and catch them off guard and out of position, I mean, Thors do great damage, but it's such a long cooldown. It's really hard, if the Zerg player knows what they're doing and if they're controlling correctly, to actually kill the mutas.
Well, he's got 3 more Thors on the way. 2 are walking down to the natural. The biggest problem, I think, is going to be like covering his main or his natural from mutas, because there's only like a turret or 2. So those Thors, man, it's like the march of the Thor. You have to wait so long.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty early push too. Normally Terran players, they hit that like 150 supply push when you play mech.
Not clumped enough. Not clumped enough. This is exciting.
I know, right? You're like, it's gonna hit now. Okay, never mind. Psych. I like that JonSnow's also creeping up this island base. It's not taken very commonly, but we have seen players definitely go for the island bases on this map. He will catch one of the Thors here. Nice magic box split on top of it. Until he walks into the other Thors.
Oh, that was a very expensive Thor, man. That was 4 mutas. JonSnow he's on a clock right now.
Yeah, he's getting
19 roaches.
Yeah. There's no tanks with this push. If those mutas can come back distract the Thors while the Roaches take out the Hellbats. The Roaches as well as to clean up the Thors. Again, Thors hit really hard in both air and ground, but their attack speed is so slow that lots of units tend to beat them out. Whether it's lots of Lings or lots of Roaches, they both get the job done. So cutting away from the Thors, trying to fight those Hellbats, he knows that this is the buffer he has to break. Third base goes down. What did I tell you? Just solo from earlier. But those Roaches should be able to clean this up. I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but Thors, again, as expensive as they are, is it worth losing this army for a third base? Especially when JonSnow has a gold to transfer to? Actually, this is a problem that we've seen a little bit too. No anti-air means these Vikings could kill a lot of Overlords.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Reminds me of when I used to troll Gold League and go Mass Viking versus Zerg.
What you need to see is, there's a game I cast a while ago. No, don't go watch the VOD, obviously, but it was Gumio versus Rogue. And I think Gumio killed something like 40 plus Overlords. It was so stupid. Wow. And here we go. I mean, these Vikings trading us so effectively. The Mutas are gone. There's the counterattack coming over here, but the tanks are down. And truth be told, MaSa's going to take a couple of losses, but it's not going to be many.
You say truth be told a lot. Are you the kind of guy that would lie?
Yes. But if I'm lying, can you trust what I just said? So no, I don't lie a lot. But don't I lie by telling you that? This is called a paradox, desRow. You can't ask somebody that.
What's a paradox?
When there's two doctors standing in the same room. Oh, wubba-dubba-dub-dub.
Rifkin.
A paradox. Okay, anyways, the Vikings have killed quite a few Overlords. So go back on the kill count. 8's not crazy, but it is really annoying because JonSnow, he's going to have to reinvest in those a little bit later. Roach Hydra, though, with Vipers is such a nice composition to fight against mech with. If MaSa especially is caught unsieged, you don't even need the blinding clouds. You just go in and you win. Roach Hydra has so much damage on it, but the tanks can counter both units if done correctly, and I think he's going to try and use the hill to his advantage. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit scary for JonSnow. He doesn't realize it's coming.
Doesn't see anything.
Oh, the tanks are going to get so many units in the middle line. Drone's get obliterated. Oh, God, that was messy.
That was beautiful, man.
Where are those Vipers? He just made them. 3 of them over here. Oh, they're getting energy still. We got a drop going off of the main blue flame Hellbats. Thanks. He will clean this up thanks to the Roaches. Actually, quick pickup. Jesus, how did that live? Blue flame Hellbats, of course, do a stupid amount of damage, as we can see. Witness Tears on its way out to death. It kills another 5 or 6 drones. Third base is, well, fourth base technically taken down. His old wannabe third. Small link counterattack, but that's going to be a planetary fortress, so this is not too much troubles. desRow, though.
It takes like 3 tank shots to kill an Hydra. That's bullshit, man.
Because they're light units. It's so stupid, right? But
yeah.
desRow, I'm going to get you to call this next fight, man. Let's hear that hype. Let's hear that play-by-play. That
what,
color.
Play-by-play? All right,
Do it up, man.
The Vipers are going to try to blinding cloud as much as they can, and it hits most of the tanks. JonSnow has one hell of a concave at the top side, but the bottom side's getting shredded by the Hellbats, but most of the tank have been forced to relocate or have been picked off. A lot of Hydras and Roaches are left. 3 tanks are still siege up, and 2 tanks are not. The Hellbats have been cleaned up, and JonSnow, against all odds, is going to clean up this army of MaSa. What?
Yeah. Blinding Clouds are a hell of a thing, and he does that before his 2-2's finished. This last tank's going to take a couple units with it on its way out, but the nice thing for MaSa is, and this kind of sucks at the same time, he's never really been pushing with this full army. He's not really death-balled up Protoss styles, and he keeps going with this kind of like, you know, 80 army supply, 100 army supply. Like, if he would just get, like, a max out, I think he destroys JonSnow. But this piece-by-piece fight, it's not working out. And as cool as that attack on the third, that gold base was, we'll see if it was worth it. Can he stop what's coming as this counter? It's just a planetary to defend.
Yeah, that he overextended himself a little bit. Yeah, I mean, he thought he could end the game really easily, but that wasn't the case at all. And those Roaches and those Hydras, man, they're chugging at that PF, no repairs, and MaSa is going to be forced to go mine somewhere else. Luckily for him, he has a fourth at the bottom or middle left.
Yeah, I mean, the Planetary Fortress, it's so good versus Lings, but not so much for Hydra. And this game is actually going on a little bit more extended than I thought. We do have MaSa a little bit lacking in upgrades, but I guess one of the key things to note is he never did go double armory, and more importantly, he never took vehicle plating upgrades too seriously. He's got level 1 upgrades, whatever. But the reason I bring this up is because it means he's pretty much sticking the ground and he's not looking for that air composition. When you've got 4 bases as Terran, when you've got those 6 to 8 gas geysers, that's when you throw down the extra 3 starports. That's when you put those upgrades in, and that's when you start going battlecruisers and Ravens and every other bullshit thing you've seen Reddit cry about. But MaSa's sticking with the ground army composition, which is not bad. It's just not that ridiculous endgame. Blue Flame Hellion's going to try and run by and pick up some of the drones. Not too bad, because JonSnow already lost a bunch. Catches them off guard and actually fries alive the 4th base, 3rd base, 5th base. However many times this hatchery's been retaken. And, oh, God, he gets out of there alive, too.
That's going to allow him to come back into this game, man.
Absolutely. Well, I don't even think he was that far behind in the first place, but definitely putting his opponent down to 33 drones, killing 53 so far. I mean, there's a counter push coming, and this is a lot of units. This is 121 supply of 2-2. He's almost got level 3 upgrades, and where are those Vipers? There we go. Got some energy ready to go on those front lines. Man, I'm thinking between what is potentially Blinding Clouds or hell, even Abducts, I mean, this army is so roach heavy, I'm really scared, to be honest. He might not get enough of the army down before the Blinding Clouds wear off, and if the tanks come out of those Blinding Clouds, the roaches are going to get absolutely destroyed. It might be a little too much Roach to Hydra ratio, but we'll see. Sure. I mean, like, goddamn, that's a lot of tanks, no matter how you look at this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a, like, last-ditch effort type of thing, because JonSnow is sitting on 33 workers, and oh my god.
Just a blood splat.
Oh, but the tanks are on siege. The Blinding Cloud hits nothing. The first Blinding Cloud was
he actually repositions out of the Blinding Cloud, too, what would otherwise have been a bad engagement spot, but... Yo, this is just so bad. JonSnow, do not go in there. He's going to call the good games. Knowing he's got too few workers. The man army will leave it at the last second. MaSa, what are you doing? He takes this series 2-0.